The Bermuda Triangle, also known as the Devil's Triangle, is a region in the western part of the North Atlantic Ocean where numerous ships and aircraft had disappeared under mysterious circumstances. The exact number of incidents varies depending on the source, and estimates can be speculative due to the lack of comprehensive historical records and the tendency for myths and legends to inflate figures. The Bermuda Triangle covers an area of roughly 500,000 to 1,500,000 square miles, extending between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. Despite its reputation, the Bermuda Triangle is one of the most heavily traveled shipping lanes in the world, which could contribute to the higher number of incidents. The Bermuda Triangle has a long and storied history of disappearances, with estimates of around 50 ships and 20 aircraft over approximately 150 years. The exact number of incidents is difficult to determine due to the mixture of documented cases and folklore. Despite the numerous theories and speculations, the Bermuda Triangle continues to captivate the imagination and remains one of the most enigmatic regions in maritime history. On December 5, 1945, a routine training mission turned into one of the greatest aviation mysteries of all time. Flight 19, a group of 5 U.S. Navy Avenger torpedo bombers, took off from the Naval Air Station in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, at 2:10 p.m. The mission was straightforward, a triangular navigation exercise with a practice bombing run expected to last about 3 hours. The squadron, led by Lieutenant Charles Taylor, an experienced and respected flight instructor, included Ensign Joseph Bosco, Second Lieutenant George Panissa, Second Lieutenant Robert Gruber, and Second Lieutenant Forrest Gerber. They were confident and well prepared, as the weather was clear and the route was familiar. The first leg of the mission proceeded smoothly. The pilots executed their practice bombing run successfully and turned towards their next waypoint. However, as they flew deeper into the Bermuda Triangle, something inexplicable occurred. Suddenly, their compasses began to malfunction. Lieutenant Taylor's compass spun erratically, and he couldn't determine their position. He radioed the base, reporting the issue and seeking assistance. The other pilots confirmed that their compasses were also malfunctioning, leading to confusion and disorientation among the squadron. Despite their extensive training, they were now lost. Taylor instructed the group to fly west, thinking they were over the Florida Keys, but the direction only led them further into the vast Atlantic. As the afternoon turned into evening, the situation grew dire. The pilots' last transmissions were filled with tension and desperation. Taylor reported, "We are entering whitewater. We are completely lost." His voice conveyed the eerie sense of the unknown. Communication between the planes became increasingly sporadic, and their signals grew weaker. By nightfall, the planes had vanished without a trace. The Navy launched an extensive search operation, deploying planes and ships to scour the area where Flight 19 was last known to be. Despite the massive effort, no wreckage or bodies were ever found. Adding to the mystery, a PBM Mariner flying boat sent to search for Flight 19 also disappeared, with all 13 crew members lost. Over the years, numerous theories have emerged to explain the disappearance of Flight 19. Some suggest mechanical failure or fuel exhaustion, while others propose the possibility of navigational errors leading the planes far off course. More speculative theories include magnetic anomalies disrupting their instruments, and even the influence of extraterrestrial activity or time warps within the Bermuda Triangle. The true fate of Flight 19 remains an enigma. The incident has become a cornerstone of Bermuda Triangle lore, symbolizing the inexplicable and mysterious nature of this region. The courage and dedication of the men of Flight 19 are remembered, their story a haunting reminder of the dangers that still lurk in the uncharted territories of our world. The mystery of the Ellen Austin is one of the many intriguing stories associated with the Bermuda Triangle, a region in the western part of the North Atlantic Ocean noted for its unexplained disappearances of ships and aircraft. The Ellen Austin was a large American schooner, a type of sailing vessel, built in 1854. It was known for its robust construction and was used primarily for transatlantic voyages, transporting goods between the United States and Europe. In 1881, the Ellen Austin was en route from London to New York. As it sailed through the Sargasso Sea, a part of the North Atlantic Ocean notorious for its mysterious occurrences and drifting seaweed, the crew of the Ellen Austin encountered an abandoned, derelict ship. The abandoned ship was spotted drifting aimlessly. Captain Baker, the experienced commander of the Ellen Austin, ordered a closer inspection. The ship appeared to be sailworthy, but was completely devoid of any crew or passengers. There were no signs of struggle or damage, and the cargo was intact, which ruled out the possibility of a pirate attack or mutiny. Captain Baker decided to take the derelict ship to New York along with the Ellen Austin. He placed a prize crew on board the abandoned vessel to navigate it to the destination. The plan was for the two ships to sail in tandem. After several days of sailing together, a thick fog enveloped both ships, causing them to lose sight of each other. When the fog lifted, the derelict ship had vanished along with the prize crew placed on board by Captain Baker. The Ellen Austin searched for the missing ship but found no trace of it or the crew. Days later, the Ellen Austin again encountered the same derelict ship, drifting aimlessly once more. It was still sailworthy, and the cargo remained untouched, but there was no sign of the prize crew who had been placed aboard it earlier. Puzzled but determined, Captain Baker sent another prize crew onto the derelict ship to attempt the journey again. History repeated itself as the two ships set sail together. Once again, a dense fog descended upon them, obscuring visibility. When the fog cleared, the derelict ship had disappeared for a second time, along with the second prize crew. Despite extensive searches, the Ellen Austin could not locate the ship or its crew, and they were never seen again. The Ellen Austin incident remains one of the most captivating and puzzling stories linked to the Bermuda Triangle. It has been recounted in various maritime lore and has contributed to the mystique of this enigmatic region. Despite advances in maritime technology and navigation, the mystery of the Ellen Austin and the fate of the derelict ship and its crews remain unsolved, adding to the legend of the Bermuda Triangle. While talking about the mysterious disappearances over the Bermuda Triangle, another famous incident was U.S. Cyclops mystery. The mystery of the U.S. Cyclops is one of the most enduring maritime mysteries, particularly associated with the Bermuda Triangle. The U.S. Cyclops was a massive Navy cargo ship, commissioned during World War I and primarily used for transporting coal and other materials. Commissioned in May 1917, the U.S. Cyclops was a Proteus-class collier, measuring 542 feet in length and displacing over 19,000 tons when fully loaded. It was one of the largest ships in the U.S. Navy and was capable of carrying about 12,500 tons of coal. The ship had a crew of 309 and could also accommodate a number of passengers. In early 1918, the Cyclops embarked on what would be its final voyage. The ship left the port of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, on February 16, 1918, under the command of Lieutenant Commander George W. Worley. It was loaded with manganese ore, a heavy cargo used in munitions production, and set a course for Baltimore, Maryland. After a brief stop in Barbados for supplies, the Cyclops resumed its journey on March 4, 1918. This was the last known sighting of the ship. After leaving Barbados, the Cyclops vanished without sending a distress signal or leaving any trace of its whereabouts. The ship, its crew, and all passengers were never seen again. The disappearance was particularly puzzling given the ship's size, the number of people on board, and the lack of any distress call. The Navy launched a massive search operation, scouring the waters along the Cyclops' intended route, but no wreckage or debris was ever found. The disappearance of the Cyclops is often attributed to the Bermuda Triangle, a region notorious for unexplained disappearances of ships and aircraft. This theory posits that unknown forces within the triangle, such as magnetic anomalies, rogue waves, or even extraterrestrial involvement, might be responsible for the ship's vanishing. The U.S. Cyclops remains one of the largest losses of life in U.S. Navy history not involving combat. The mystery of its disappearance has captured the public's imagination for over a century, fueling countless books, documentaries, and discussions about the Bermuda Triangle and the dangers of the sea. The case of the Cyclops continues to be a subject of fascination and speculation. Despite advances in technology and underwater exploration, the final resting place of the ship and the fate of its crew and passengers remain unknown, leaving a haunting question mark in maritime history. Regardless of the explanations, the stories of the Bermuda Triangle remind us of the vast, unpredictable nature of our planet and the deep mysteries that still lie beneath its surface. The tales of Flight 19, the U.S. Cyclops, and the Ellen Austin are not just about lost vessels. They are about the human spirit's relentless quest to explore the unknown and our enduring fascination with the mysteries of the sea. As we continue to seek answers, the Bermuda Triangle remains a compelling testament to the uncharted territories of our world and our imagination. Whether you are a believer in the supernatural or a staunch skeptic, the Bermuda Triangle's allure is undeniable, ensuring that its legend will sail on for generations to come. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the Bermuda Triangle. If you loved this video, smash that like button to let me know. And for more intriguing content and mysterious tales, make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell. We have so much more in store for you.